Alright guys, it's going to be a quick and dirty one. Got a request for an update on my Copart RAM. Going to try to keep this short and sweet since I'm not going to be doing any real editing on this one. It's snowing really bad outside. I'll probably put that up, a vlog on my way home tomorrow in the morning, because we're supposed to get like at least another 3 or 4 inches of snow. The reason I haven't had a chance to actually put anything new up on the YouTube for my vlog for the Copart RAM is because parts. I'm trying not to go through the dealer for 2 reasons. One, price. A lot of parts I can get from the dealer that is cheaper, but at the same time there's a lot of parts I can get that are nowhere near the expense of the dealer. Like the switch for my driver door master switch, that switch from the dealer is $99. I can get that switch for $34 with free shipping, but to order that it won't be here until next Tuesday. So I'm waiting until Friday I'm waiting until tomorrow to actually call and find out what parts my local salvage yard has, so I can actually have them put in a file for me, so when I go up there they can do a picket and I forgot what, a picket ticket for whoever's going to be pulling it, and they know what to go pull at any given time. And I'll see what they actually have, and then I'll go and I'll order. Like, I know for a fact I'm ordering 2 brand new keys from online, and I'm probably going to order the occupant restraint module online as well. But I don't know what all my salvage yard has, so I don't know if I'm going to get the driver and passenger door module and the driver and passenger switch and the rear driver and passenger switch, and I'm probably going to need a radio too. I'm going to get a radio too. I kind of damaged the radio, but it probably was already messed up to begin with. But the issue is that parts, everything I'm getting is going to be mailed in, and the way the weather is right now, it's slowing everything down. I fixed the issue with the RFH module. Apparently somewhere inside of the harness where I had to cut the harness in 2 places and tied to ground, and with the test light connected to the 12 volts that gets supplied to the RF module, and test each can line for power, and kind of find out it was less than 1.5 feet, maybe 2, from the actual connector from the RFH module to where it's supposed to hide behind that panel in the back. It was pinched by the factory wiring. Not the wiring I cut, it's a whole nother wire loom. That's where it was pinched, and it broke the wire. When I had it, the wire was chafed to the point to where it was barely holding on, and the process of the dealer getting in and out of the truck, because I didn't have the seats in it, just pulled the wire the rest of the way out. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all of my parts that I'm going to replace. Like, the only thing I'm going to replace now is the door modules, the door switches, the door switches, obviously the keys. I'm going to get 2 keys, the radio, and maybe the clock spring. I may get that too. I don't know. I may get the clock spring after, but I don't know. Actually, well, no, that goes. I don't know. Because my Autel scan tool bypasses all inputs and shows me that everything is working, but I don't know if the inputs are actually working, like the horn and everything. I haven't actually. I'll probably go home and go home in the morning and see if I can if I can push the horn and it comes on. That input's working. That means that my steering wheel column is working. More than likely, but there's a possibility. But after I get those replaced next week, I will then take it back to the dealer and then let the dealer program the keys. And that way, the only two things the dealer is going to tell me is that one, I'll get to that in a second. One, that they won't program the ECU because the ECU is different from what was originally in the truck. It just has to have a VIN match, is what it has to have. Or two, they'll tell me again that I have a bad body harness, that apparently I can connect to everything with my all-tail, but apparently I have a bad body harness somewhere. But that's where I'm at right now. But the thing is, the reason I have an issue is that when I first took my truck up there, my truck was not restricted. But when I took my truck up there the second time, the dealer restricted my vehicle themselves. It wasn't restricted by Ram. Ram didn't restrict my vehicle. The dealership did that I took it to. So while they were happy and more than willing to help, they restricted my vehicle as soon as I left. And let me explain what that means. When your vehicle is restricted, what that means is that the dealership will not do any work that is warranty, which that makes a lot of sense. But you have to actually lobby with the dealer that you have, because they will think that when your vehicle's restricted, that they can't touch it. And that's not the case. The dealer made your vehicle. The dealer made it. My vehicle's a Ram. Ram made my vehicle. So I can take my vehicle to any Ram dealership, and they are obligated to work on my vehicle. They have to, because they're the only ones that have the programming and equipment that I need for my vehicle. They can't turn me away because my vehicle was in a flood. Only thing they can't do is they can't warranty any work. You have a lot of places where they'll rebuild your engine. Hey, whatever happens after this, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. You do have a 30-day warranty that after I do this, if it breaks within 30 days, that, bring it back. But the dealer can't do any warranty work to where they can fix it and say, okay, you're good for another 30,000 miles or 50,000 miles. They can't do that anymore, because anything else could happen to that vehicle. So I had to actually get that through my dealer's head. Not all of them that were there. There was like one that actually did that. One of the guys actually understood exactly what I was going through and what exactly I was talking about, whereas the other one had no clue and told me that once it's restricted, they can't touch it, which is not the case. They can touch it. They can't diagnose. It's like this. When you take your vehicle to the dealership and you go do a diagnosis and you get that diagnosis, if they find anything, the dealership cannot go out of their way without charging you to go deeper into finding something. They have to get back with you and tell you, this is what we found, this is what we got to do. Whereas if it's not restricted, they'll take that little bit of effort and go in there and go further, because they're actually going to be warrantying it. So they will go that further into it. But that's where I'm at now. That's what I'm doing. Mostly my wait is parts. And with the weather being the way it is, things are getting slow. Stuff that would normally take 2-3 days is taking a week. But that's what it is right now. So far, I've got the RFH module. Yeah, I got the RFH module operating every time you stick the key in it. I can communicate with the RFH module, so all that's ready to rock and roll. I'm just waiting to replace other stuff on the truck that they can't say that that's what's causing my issue. But that's where we're at right now. I need to charge my action cam. Because of the temperature outside, I forget to charge it, and it runs through its battery a lot quicker than what it does when it's full charge. So that's why it's been in the cell phone format. But I'm going to get that charged and see what videos I still have on it, and maybe get those uploaded tonight, or at least edited. Peace.